The phrase stir the pot refers to intentionally causing trouble or controversy in a situation. It is often used to describe someone who provokes tension or engages in discussions that create discomfort. For example, if someone says, "Don't try to stir the pot," they are warning you not to escalate a situation unnecessarily. The expression originates from the idea of stirring a pot to mix ingredients, symbolizing the act of stirring up a contentious topic or situation. Well, here at Stir the Pot, that is exactly what This Is Jay, Big Fan Breezy, and Philosophical P specialize in every week. So buckle up for the next 2 hours as the Triangle Offense cooks up that essential flavor. Stir the pot. Come get a whiff.
Come get a whiff, Nova, from Pinky. Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. It's Philosopher P. This is JTV. This is Stir the Pot. Welcome to the show. Come get a whiff, man. What's the word, y'all? I know how I want to start, but I started last week, so I ain't gonna start. But I know how I was gonna
go ahead, man. If you got a hot topic that you want to go ahead and fire off with, man, by all means.
All right. Well, for one, I want to say shout out to the lawyer.
History Month.
Shout out to the lawyer that got the tenderism trademark from Walter Tenderism Johnson. Made sure that went through. We got the situation situated. Now tenderism is with Ron Isley. Now he's on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. Tenderism is being taken to the next level. Like everybody knew he was already next level. You boxed in. You a shark in a fish tank. Huh? You supposed to be a shark in the ocean. Now Uncle's a shark in the ocean, not a shark in the fish tank. Because you got to understand if y'all don't get what I mean, not y'all, but if people don't understand that, you can only grow as big as the fish tank if you're a shark. But if you're an ocean, you can grow as big as ever. You know what I'm saying? And I think now that he got the trademark, shout out to the lawyer, because that was something dope to do. There was somebody else that said they was going to get him a restaurant. All of that is speculation. But he was on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco for sure. And he did get tenderism trademark for sure. Those two things really happened. And he's not with Destination Smokehouse. Those three things really did happen. And some more shit, you know what I'm saying? I had seen where they had a clip. Yeah, they had a clip in 2024 of the owner of the Destination Smokehouse giving tenderism all of the credit. Talking about how him and his woman came down and met his mom, and then they did the deal, and then the next day Unc was there, and then, you know what I'm saying, COVID hit, and after COVID, they turned it into a barbecue spot, and just the whole soliloquy on why Unc deserved all of the credit that he's getting now, and it just seemed like it was overlooked before, but they made things right. You know, they made it right. The people made it right, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm happy for Unc.
Nah, that's definitely what's up, man. Like, you know, the process, sometimes you got to just trust the process, go through it. And that's exactly what he did. He made sure he lawyered up, got him somebody that can, you know, find all the legal loopholes and everything to ensure that his trademark is his trademark, man. So shout out to the lawyer. Shout out to Unc, man. This is, to me, a good, happy feeling to kind of close this story off with, and now begin the new story for him with, you know, maybe getting a food truck, maybe getting some restaurants, maybe getting his stuff on people's shelves in the supermarkets, man. So shout out to that, man.
Yeah, I saw some dude in Chicago said they wanted to give him a restaurant like Breeze was saying, but he was on Shannon Sharp. I wanted to hear more about that. What was he doing on there?
I telling the story about what happened with Destination Smokehouse. I only seen a clip where he was talking about, and to your point, I think part of his business model is pulling up where you're at. If you got a situation where you having a barbecue, you know, he pull up. You know, he do some of those, and you know, he did it with Ron Isley. They was playing Michael Jackson in the background. Ron Isley got meat falling off the bone on the tenderism. It was beautiful, you know what I mean? And I just look at it for what it is. Like, yeah, y'all was holding dude back. Y'all was holding Unc back. The whole culture knew it. The whole culture stayed on his ass. And I gotta say, that's one thing I do like about social media. That's one thing I do like about content creators. Y'all see it, call it for what it is, and we don't have to be dependent on a script from the channels 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, whatever it is. And yeah, they cooked that owner. That owner lost business. I heard he getting more complaints. Yeah, he tried to treat Unc like, know what I'm saying, the modern day. I think what happened was because he do the 2-bit and you know, slap his feet on the ground. He thought Unc was a you know what I'm saying, hopping Joe. You know, he thought he was somebody like that. But the truth is, it just seemed like, after all, outside of Unc loyalty, he was business savvy. I think he did hear the others to burn the water cooler. He started hearing like, yo, is he using me? I'm loyal, but don't just because I'm 100%, 1,000% loyal, don't mean he's 1,000% loyal. And I think that's what really happened too. I think the content creators woke him. That smell, you smell that? You sign of waking up, Folgers in your cup, tenderism in your cup. He your friend? He trying to trademark tenderism. Did you know that? Yeah, that lawyer got him all the way right. I'm telling you, man. I just think from now on, because of tenderism, as far as legacy is concerned, this money gonna live forever. This is at every barbecue from now on ever. This summer is fitting to be tenderism summer. I want to see him come out with tenderism aprons. You know, whoever had the grill.
You rocking an apron? You rocking one of those aprons?
I would. What I'm gonna make the motherfucking carrots. It's the motherfucking tender carrots, nigga. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I just think he got a great marketing tool. Yeah, you know what I mean? As vegetarians, if you can tenderize some salmon. You know, I'm a pescatarian. You know, I'm not a vegetarian. You could, you know what I'm saying, tenderize the salmon. Had a salmon, you know what I mean? Falling off the bone. But it is what it is. Like I said,
salmon already be fucking falling off the bone when you fucking cooking that shit. That shit will never stay together on the grill.
Right. Like, I know. Most salmon, you ain't even got no bone in it, man. If it's filleted, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. He don't really need fish to market. Even if you don't cook no salmon, tenderism is going to be fine. He's going to generate enough money without fish that he ain't going to need to do that. But I guarantee you, somebody who's doing.
Did you look up the fish? How you know Destination Smokehouse ain't have no salmon on the menu?
I bet you they probably did have fish, man, because there's people everywhere that's pescatarians just like yourself that don't eat any chicken, red meat, pork, anything like that. Everybody's diet is different. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying
they consist of different diets. You know what I'm saying? Just on this show. So
I'm saying financially, if he don't that demographic, he don't touch it. Hypothetically. To your point, I agree with you.
He will though, man.
He will. I agree with you guys.
I'm pretty sure if you cooking that southern food, he got some catfish going on somewhere.
For sure. Fish fries. Yo, I don't care what people cook. They yelling tenderism. They like for real. They can eat a bowl of cereal and yell.
Nah, I definitely seen somebody throw a spoon in a bowl of cereal like tenderism, but they were just playing. They were doing like nigga threw the shit in the bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Another fact. Could be like the Emerald Bam shit or the Salt Bay dude. You know what I'm saying? It could run with, you know, have legs of its own, man.
Nigga said Salt Bay food was nasty.
You told me that shit. Yeah, like that. But it makes sense though when you broke it down. I don't know if the people remember that was, you know, probably about 4 or 5 episodes back when you broke it down. It was like, think about it. If you always do got to add salt, I mean, you got to add salt to the food, and the food ain't good. So 1 + 1 definitely is equaling 2 in that situation.
I heard that shit suck. Marketing will sell your food.
Oh, whatever. Marketing sells everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly why, you know, to our little pre-show what we was talking about, is exactly why we had to do something with the titles to kind of make them a little bit more marketable, man. Right. Marketing is everything, man. It's marketing. First, they come out with a fire ass strain, and then they come out with a shirt, and then I buy the shirt, and now guess what? I'm wear the shirt. People gonna be like, "Oh, where you got that shirt from?" I got it from this dispo. Oh, they actually got a bud called that? Yeah. Like, I'm smoking it right now. So literally, I'm doing marketing for the health center as we speak. So shout out to them. Cut me a check. Stir the pot a check. You know what I'm saying? Marketing is everything, man.
Yeah,
Stir the check, man. Stir the check.
Yeah. I tell y'all the same story all the time. When I worked in the city in Manhattan on 44th Street, I was working in a building where a building named Caplo was the marketing company for Target. And they used to always have extra shit because Target would always give them extra shit. And it was like, yo, we got extra money. Like, we got extra money. They was telling me how they got rich fucking with Target. Like, they ain't just start fucking with Target. They worked their way up to Target. I need to get a Fan of the People episode with one of them, but I don't know if they remember me. But my point is that they were saying that Target pays them so much money. They the ones that put the signs on the buses. When you walk in wherever you going in your travels, you see a bus going past, it say Target on it. That's Caplo job. That marketing company, and when you think about billboards, they was putting Target having billboards sometime, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's not just little shit like at bus stops, which is cool, but on a bus, on a billboard, big money.
Marketing, baby.
The biggest part of the company's budget is marketing.
The company that I work for, marketing is everything with that company. Literally right now, I'm trying to get into commercials and advertising and stuff like that in the voiceover field. You know, that's basically had a audition for that earlier. You know what I'm saying? And that's companies. These are big companies and smaller companies that all are looking for people to voice commercials and ads for them to market. Mm-hmm. Could be TV, could be radio, could be internet. Yo, it's marketing is everything, man. Just think about it in your commute to and from work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You reading stuff, you seeing stuff on the walls. Maybe you listening to the radio, or maybe you listening to some type of Pandora or Spotify or something like that. Advertisement there, YouTube. Like, yo, marketing, it's everything, man. Without marketing, the consumers won't know what to buy.
That's the thing.
I disagree with that, but
really though, if you don't know it's out there, how you gonna know to buy it? I don't mean like the brainwashing aspect of it.
No,
I mean,
that's what I think. That's what I'm saying. There is a brainwashing aspect to it.
There is.
That fucking makes people buy shit, because I feel like if you go to the store and you need something, you'll buy stuff. But it's the brainwashing aspect of marketing that trains people that they need to get this over that, or that this is more valuable than that because it costs more, or the way they position themselves with marketing. Like, they make this one the upper echelon of the products. But if you look at the fucking ingredients, it's all the same shit.
Yo, perfect example. Think about this, right? And you and I are part of the maybe problem with this cog that I'm about to bring up, or cogs in this problem, I should say. But yeah, we all need shoes, right?
Yeah.
We all need shoes. However, if it wasn't for certain marketing ploys and tactics that began in the 80s, would we wear some of the kicks that we wear? Probably not. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. But
so
with fashion, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I just buy what looks good. Like, it don't even matter what brand it is. It just gotta look good, feel good, and it gotta be a good product. But I get
still marketing involved in there, though.
I get what you're saying, though. But I bought brands from shit that I don't know what the fuck it is. I still can't tell you what it is, but I thought the shit was fire, so I just put it on. Like, and yeah, I guess there's a certain amount of marketing that got it into the store that I was shopping at. Mm-hmm. But I definitely have bought shit from stores like, what the fuck is this? This is some heat, and just bought it.
So think about this, right? When it comes to fashion in particular, the first marketing is at the shows on the runways. You know what I'm saying? That's when you first marketing, because now you're gonna hit or miss. You're gonna have people like, yeah, fuck with this. And marketing is all presentation. So it's all about the models that you get, and it's all about how you getting that stuff to fit them. It's about how you getting them to walk, the music you having them come out to. All of that's presentation. All of that is marketing. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You market yourself on a day-to-day basis. Breeze, you market yourself on a day-to-day basis. Every individual markets themselves on a day-to-day basis, whether it's at their job, whether it's with somebody that they're in some type of relationship with, whatever the case may be, always marketing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that to me the obvious, you know what I mean? But I get, you know, for the listeners, yeah, it is what it is. And again, it's not for you to, you know, only observe, it's for you to embrace that. It's about promotion, what you promote, what are you about, what are you, you know what I'm saying? And again, in me, y'all see me, I'm consistent, and I'll give you out a backstory. Born in the Apple, this is my guy hat. This is his clothing line. He an African American businessman. He got his own clothing line. I wear his hat almost every episode. That's intentional marketing. You feel what I'm saying? This is my podcast, Big Fan Breezy. You know what I'm saying? I wear this not every episode, but I wear it. You know what I mean? And you know that's intentional as well. That's marketing. You know what I mean? So again, it's for you to embrace. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, to not be long-winded about it. Tenderism with the right marketing to the moon.
Have y'all seen this guy? It's a guy on fucking Instagram that's talking about, because you got me thinking about the brands, P, and he's like putting Polo on blast for taking so many ideas from newer brands, because it's like he was saying there's a lot of dudes that grew up loving Polo and wanted to work at Polo, but they ended up making their own brands, and now running out of ideas and shit. And now Polo is stealing. Like it was some jacket that he pointed out that was basically a Steep Tech jacket, but they just put Polo branding all over it and stole the Steep Tech and made it into Polo. And he's like, this is not Polo. This is really Steep Tech. And then he was just talking about the fact that instead of like partnering with North Face and making a Polo co-branded Steep Tech, they tried to steal it and put their logos all over it. And it's not as good as I think it was like Aim De Leon or something like that. I made something. I can't remember the name of the brand.
No, I'm with you.
They got a co-branded jacket with fucking North Face, and that shit is fire. The shit look like some Firehouse shit. That shit is fire. Sure, and the jacket reselling for like $1,500 because it was so dope. And it's just like, it's certain people that are actually pushing the culture forward. And the dude got like a whole series of these videos now. Oh, I just found it. This is the joint that I'm talking about.
North Face now. If you remove this and this, it's still the North Face. You see me. Change
this black. I've seen that.
Polo. Just be clear, I don't need to talk to Doug. I don't need to go inside Polo's archive to figure out that this is a Steep Tech jacket, because I grew up in the culture. ALD is better than Polo. Part 3, the culture. When I say culture, we're talking about New York culture. If you grew up in New York City around the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, you get exposed to a lot of things. Ralph Lauren, Timberland, the North Face, fashion, hip-hop, Jordan, Nike, graffiti, art, Rap City. This is without the internet. Going to school in New York City, let's bring this back to Polo. Now, these kids who grew up in this era and understand all this culture and love Ralph Lauren and collecting all the nice pieces will never get the opportunity to work at 650 Madison. Never. They're not. And that's part of the problem. Do you know why they won't hire these people? Because they don't fit into the workplace culture. Have you seen the staff at Polo? It's a bunch of white girls from Connecticut and transplant that graduated from Savannah. Respectfully, because you do need people who know how to sew and understand patterns and scaling and grading so they can make you a nice piece of clothing. The people that didn't cash in the very first video, this is James. He's the new creative director of Polo. But what do I know about Polo? In fact, take Ivy. This book been there since the first episode. This book came out in 65. Ralph Lauren started making ties in 67. Ralph started everything. So the kids who grew up in the culture never got a job here, which is not even that bad, because the kids who understand Ralph Lauren and love Polo growing up all got a job at Supreme, LD, or started their own brand. Now, the culture matters because if you have the culture in the room, the culture will tell you, you should not make a fake Steep Tech jacket. We don't need this. Do you see why the culture is needed? We need people in the room to make these decisions. I'm getting crucified. I don't know Ralph, but if you know Ralph and this is the Ralph that you like, don't let me stop you. Buy 7 of them. But can you imagine how nice a official Ralph Lauren, the North Face collaboration would have been? Put some Gore-Tex on that, something elegant, something nice, something like
elegant.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Nah, I don't like that though.
This right here, this is money. That is money. The culture brings you this. If Ralph Lauren was doing their job, there would not be no ALD. Which I'm happy.
Yeah, bro. He long-winded, man. But nah, like basically what it sounds like they trying to do is Drake niggas without Draking niggas. You know what I'm saying? How Drake hear a song, oh, it's about to be my song. I'm gonna jump on it. But at least he do a collab with him. So Low is Draking him without Draking him, basically.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Low, I feel like just like he brought up Supreme, I realized a couple years ago, Supreme, all they do is steal old ideas and make it their own. Like every single idea is a remake of another fashion thing. But Low is starting to do that now, and they trying to be Low with it.
Right. And it's gonna be too obvious for people who really know they shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people who've been collecting Low pieces 20, 30 years, whatever the case may be, they're gonna be able to see it right away, man. Because Ralph just looked like Ralph. And if it start looking like something else, come on, man. Ain't fooling nobody, man.
But I get with the whole thing. If I'm coming into the game and I'm trying to do originality and you the big dog and you take what I do, like, damn, I'm trying not to step on your toes in the first place and you take my shit. So it's just that engine.
And you got the manufacturing to manufacture it worldwide. Already got the marketing team.
You got to be sitting there like, how is this happening? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So I can see why he made that video. It makes sense. Shout to Dude.
No, and all they had to do was just
do a collab with series of them. Like
all they had to do was just do a collab with him, man, and it would have been
righteous.
They would have been able to charge crazy bread, and people would have been paying it for it.
It would have been righteous
for that collab, for that jacket. They would have probably charged like I don't know, anywhere between $1,800 and $2,500, and people would have been eating that up, man.
Man. Again, I wish the business wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because business,
yo,
like why does it have to be this way?
I'm gonna wrap up the Paramount, Netflix, HBO shit. Paramount won, man. It's official. They beat Netflix out. They took that $31 a share shit that I talked about, I think 2 episodes ago or last episode, I can't remember. So they took the $31 a share bid. Basically, it's gonna be crazy bread. And they already are putting the plans in together to combine Paramount and HBO Max into one streaming service. They're going to leave the studios and everything separately and let them run and operate individually under one basically huge conglomerate. But the streaming service, they bring in everything together. So somebody somewhere told them to do it this way, and we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, shout out to you for concluding that, because I think we've been listening to the ongoing part of it over a month now.
Yeah, it's been like months, two, maybe even longer than that. But it's been a lot, man, and it's finally over. So
for sure. Yeah, well, it would have been, I'll say about 2 months. So one streaming service. I know they're probably going on. I mean, I was trying to watch the Stuart Scott, and they, like you said, they leaving and they coming together and they gonna be the same conglomerate.
Personally, I'm tired of HBO changing motherfucking streaming services. They was HBO Max, then they was the Show Max or whatever the fuck.
And now they just gonna be Paramount.
Then it was HBO Max again. They switched back to some. Like, bro,
but that's how you know they're struggling.
Apps on my TV that I forgot to delete the other ones, but they don't work. Like,
I was trying to watch the Stuart Scott, and it was 30 for 30, but I went to the ESPN. Yeah, when I went, I was trying to see what the price was. It was $30. I was mad because they made it where it was the bundle and it cost some more. I was just like, I only want to watch that one episode. I was mad that I had to pay $30 to watch that one episode. Like, let me just watch that one episode. Why I gotta
now you can watch a bunch of other shit if you want to, and then get your
you pay 30. You pay 30 for the 30 for 30.
Nah, man, you gotta watch some other shit to get the money's worth, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to watch one episode and then I'm good. You know what I mean? They're trying to get me.
But now,
Right.
Jay, back to you talking about them changing names. That's rule number one in business, bro. If a person or a company or something ain't solid on their name, that means something ain't right. That means the recipe they cooking up, that shit ain't correct, which is why they change the recipe. It's no different than dudes in the hood on the block selling vibes. They got red caps one week, the red caps ain't hitting, now they move the yellow caps. It's no different, man.
Man, I don't care. I just want to watch the shit.
It's
Fuck
business
it,
though, man.
bro.
Like think about Burger King. All right, so Burger King,
Bro,
right?
as
They
a
had a
consumer,
chicken sandwich.
I don't care.
But Burger King had a chicken sandwich for like I don't know how many years. I'm not talking about the original one. I'm not talking about the original one. No, I'm talking about like all the different other ones they've had over the past couple years since the chicken sandwich wars have been a thing between Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and Wendy's and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Burger King in that time has changed the name of their chicken sandwich 3 fucking times. Cause ain't nobody talking about that shit because it ain't hitting. So if a business or a company is doing something like that, changing the name of their product over and over and over again, something ain't right. The recipe ain't hitting, and that's exactly why HBO is doing that shit. That's exactly why they got sold, because the recipe wasn't recipeing no more.
I'm glad you said that, because I seen the CEO of McDonald's take a bite of this burger that he was supposed to be marketing.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up.
And what I'm saying is, if I'm marketing some food, I'm fucking it up. You're gonna watch me eat it, lemonade, smoke a blunt, probably for entertainment only, whatever. Bruh, that's marketing. You're gonna see how the plate looked before I got it, and then you're gonna see how I look after I got it.
You said smoke a blunt for entertainment only? How about medicinal reasons?
Medicinal, yes. Medicinal is what I meant. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say that's how you market it. You enjoy the food. When you think about food that you really want to eat, you think about the setup. You're like, oh shit, I'm finna watch the game. I'm finna He was somewhere, it looked cold. It was like an office, none of his co-workers was there. Like, what's going on?
And he took a nibble.
He said, let me take a big
nibble of the burger like he didn't even like it.
Right.
Now,
I looked at that burger like I would never.
Yeah, it's Burger Wars right now, and I love it. I was gonna talk about this shit, man. I've been following it the past couple days, man.
No, because he's talking about marketing. Marketing is like marketing. Like that's not how you market some shit. Like
he dropped the ball, man. He dropped the ball, and so I actually, like I said, I've been following this the past couple days. Somebody flipped his name online and had me crying. So his real name is Chris. His real name is Chris Kempczynski, but they calling him Kubitsky because he only took like a little bite. Like, so they calling him Kubitsky. When I read that.
But to Jay's point, he didn't have to say I'm gonna take a big bite.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big bite.
If you didn't say that, you know what I'm saying? You could have said, I just ate 5, 6 of them, so I'm only gonna take a little bit. Set it up. We don't know. You could be lying. Even if you are lying, you market it the right way. You just gonna go there and say, and you calling it a product too? Like, what's going on with that? You know what I'm saying?
That shit goes.
You can't just call it a burger. You can't just say, I'm saying to eat this burger.
Burger King commented. Burger King commented on the post and said, this is their quote. Yeah, we couldn't finish it either. And they got like 71,000 likes in like an hour over that shit. Burger King commented on McDonald's post.
Nah, I saw that. I also saw that Wendy's commented it. Wendy's commented.
Oh, no, hold up, real quick. Before you go there, bro, it's more shit in between. Okay. Burger King then reposted a video of their CEO crushing a Whopper, like destroying it, and then said, no, we didn't do that in retaliation to that at all. We just, that just so happened to be our repost for the day. Then that's when Wendy's jumped in, bro. Now go ahead.
Facts.
Keep going. You got it.
Nah, all right. So that's when Wendy's. Exactly. So then Wendy's comes out of nowhere and basically takes shots at both of these dudes. Yo, they posted a picture, a video of their CEO, or I'm sorry, U.S. president on their LinkedIn, and he was crushing a Whopper, and it basically, their comment was, or the caption was,
Wendy's don't make Whoppers?
no, I mean, whatever the Dave single is,
The
crushing
bacon
that,
egg.
and then
Bacon egg.
basically saying, we thought we would remind everyone what fresh, never frozen tastes like. Just straight clapping at each other, man.
Like,
Talk to him.
I don't believe none of this
Talk.
shit. I seen Subways is in the shit too, but I don't believe none of that shit. Because even with the Wendy's one, the nigga he made the burger fresh, and he's like, "This is our fresh, never frozen square patties." And then he went and got a Frosty. Because remember you said you were gonna get a milkshake or something too. Went and got a Frosty, but the Frosty was vanilla when he put it in the cup. But when he sat down at the table to eat, it turned chocolate somehow.
Hey,
I don't believe none of these niggas.
Hey,
I don't believe none of these niggas, man.
See, a live stream will follow you there. If it cut scene and then
Right.
he there, nah, something we missing. Know what I'm saying? I know what a live stream look like.
And
You
then
know what I'm
now,
saying?
the Frosty was vanilla, now it's chocolate. Did you even eat the burger, bro?
Nope.
We don't
Probably
even.
didn't.
Yo.
But the Burger
But-
King dude looked like he really crushed that Whopper. If y'all
But look,
seen
I
that
gotta-
video, he looked like he crushed that.
I gotta defend my man from White Castle.
Come on.
I mean, from McDonald's, real quick, because somebody just sent me a post that said McDonald's burgers got traces of human DNA and rat DNA in them. So why the fuck would you want to bite that burger? I mean, take the smallest bite as possible if it has human DNA and
How
rat
about
DNA
if you the
in it.
CEO of that company, you do something about that shit? So that way, maybe you do want to take a motherfucking
Yo,
bite. I mean, maybe
yeah,
that is your responsibility. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe that is. Maybe you know how people love to say this is above my pay grade. Maybe that's right in his wheelhouse of his pay grade. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Y'all ain't see when the VP of Campbell Soup was like, I don't eat this
Yeah.
shit. You 3D printed meat. This is soup for poor people. I don't eat this shit. Like,
And he still got a job, man. That's fucking
Yo.
wild, man.
these niggas is crazy, bro.
That
Who the
shit
fuck
is
recorded
wild.
that?
He still got a job,
My
man.
thing is,
What up?
when you see these niggas on TV not taking a bite of the product and saying this is soup for poor people, you better not be going out buying that shit after that.
Better not see another motherfucking Campbell's anything in your goddamn
Right?
cabinet,
They
pantry.
letting you know.
Yo, no, and you know what's so crazy that I don't like is that I didn't never look at them as marketing it to poor people, because I think football players was more known for marketing Campbell's soup. And is that true?
The Campbell's Chunky, yeah. The
Yeah,
Chunky.
yeah. So a lot of football players. So yeah, they was marketing people who watch football. You know what I'm saying? You watching football on a cold day, you dig, and they talking about soup you could hook up real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't liking it because I'm poor. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, football, this is stuff that football players, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, get right, you know what I mean? Like a football player, this is what they eat. You gotta eat Campbell's soup. Then you got the CEO say some shit like that. It's like the audacity. You know what I'm
They
saying?
ain't even- the football players ain't even eating that shit in the commercial.
I'm not
They
rich
gourmet
enough.
soup that they done brought in Uber Eats, and they eating that shit with the can right there to make you think they
Oh,
eating the
man.
fucking.
Yeah, I'm not rich or nothing, but I don't think rich people eat canned food.
Nah, not at all.
Nah.
I don't
Sure.
think they eat canned food at all.
Not
So
at all.
that's why he's saying it's soup for poor people. Like shelf life matters to people, you know.
Ain't no
Like
crab bisque. Ain't no crab bisque Campbell style in a you know what I'm saying, in a can, man.
Right.
That shit ain't happening.
Facts.
But nah, that
it is
burger
what it
war
is.
shit is wild. And this all started just because they came out with a new burger, the Big Arch.
Mhm.
That's what all of this burger shit started over.
He might as well have just came out with it and said, yo, you know, I'm gonna get the first few people it free. And just let them
Really
do it.
trying to
Probably
remix
some
the
hungry
voice.
niggas that came off of work. No, I'm just saying, probably some hungry niggas that came off of work or some
Sound
shit.
like
You know what I'm
Teslas, man.
saying? Huh?
Man, they really trying to remix
It sound
the
like giving the
Arch Deluxe.
fools testers, man. That's what that sound like.
Huh?
Like, yo, we gotta put them testers on the block. See how this work gonna move, man. That's what you sound like right now, man.
No, I'm just saying, as far as marketing, he would have been better letting them do that. Like, yeah, like your marketing, like you gotta, and I'm glad he didn't do it, and it's over, so people know. So I'm just, being facetious. Like he could have, you know what I mean? You know how those construction workers or anybody, they see a food truck, they somewhere far, you know what I mean? And it's just giving out free hot food. He would have had a better chance seeing what they would have did to those burgers than that nibble. That nibble, everybody, I bet you Uncle Murder rap about that nibble in the motherfucking wrap up.
That was the bite scene worldwide. The bite scene worldwide, man. Like, we did not like his product, man.
I ain't rocking with that, bro.
Well, y'all talking about testers. They said Wendy's right now they doing a thing on Instagram and on social media where they're looking for someone to make $100,000 a year testing Wendy's burgers. You just gotta make a video and go viral probably, and then you
I
could
don't think
you
it's
could
that
have a
simple,
job.
man.
No, that's what it said in the comments.
Oh, all right.
You gotta make a video. Hashtag whatever the fuck it is in the hashtag, and they're gonna pick somebody to be Wendy's official burger tester, and yeah, and it's $100,000 a year salary for testing burgers.
But how often do you have to test the burgers? Because see, that's where I'm concerned
That's
at,
the first
because
thing you gotta eat.
$100,000 is cool.
It's a job.
But if I gotta eat like 10 burgers a day, you're gonna die soon, man.
Bruh. And so, like, because the thing is, when you think about naturally testing, they're gonna probably want him to have that for breakfast.
Well,
So
I
it's the
apologize
first
to
thing
the internet. I said the word that I shouldn't have said. You will expire. Like or like
you
that's what
unalive yourself if you eat that many burgers on
Right.
a regular basis. You know?
right. Like 10
You know what
burgers
I
a
mean?
day. Nah, man, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
nah,
Man.
that's not.
And I
cool,
like
man.
a good burger, but I'm not eating 10 burgers a day or no wild shit like that, man.
Nah,
Okay, it says Wendy's just announced they're hiring a chief tasting officer who will work from home and eat Wendy's all day.
And he
The
works from
CTO
home. He's not getting no exercise.
The CTO has a salary of $100,000 and will try Wendy's products, create content, and even star in ads for the brand. You can apply by the end of the month either by sharing a video on Instagram or TikTok using the hashtag Wendy's CTO contest and tag Wendy's explaining why you deserve the role, or upload it to their Wendy's Chief Testing Officer.com.
See,
I pray nobody get that job, bro. That shit is no
But-
money.
How you gonna pray nobody get the job? Damn.
well, I'm gonna pick some more holes in this job, man, because now they talking about you got to appear on commercials and shit like that, and you still getting that same little $100K. So,
I guess so.
nah, man, you got to be able to renegotiate, because now if you using my name, image, and likeness in that type of way, where you basically got me, parading around for free, and I'm not getting compensated in none of these ads or anything like that, that's crazy work. Because $100K. Like $100K, if I just got to eat the burgers, that's one thing. But now if I got to make appearances, if I got to post videos on social media, if I got to appear in your advertisements and your commercials, if there's a public appearance on TV or something like I got to appear on that, and I'm still getting this same $100K a year, nah, that's a dub, man.
Well, listen, $100K just to eat a couple burgers a year is still $100K.
Nah, a couple mean
But
two.
now
When
you
you look
doing
at
all
the-
that other shit.
Nah. When you look in the dictionary, and you see what a couple is two. Like it's a difference between two, a couple, a few.
Except in
several.
Utah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man.
Yo, nah, I hear y'all. I hear
Couple
y'all.
is two.
But
You
still,
said 10
it's
and two.
not a very labor
It's a
intensive
fatality.
job. You know what I mean?
But you don't agree though. So now you telling me if you signed up for
No, I
something,
do agree.
100K,
But-
and you on TV doing all this other stuff, and you still getting that same 100K?
No, I do agree, but I also think that $100,000 to eat a few burgers is
It's
he went from
a couple to a few.
so that's overpayment, And what y'all are saying with a likeness and shit, that's underpayment, but it could meet in the middle somewhere, because just to test burgers, $100,000 salary sounds a bit excessive as well.
Gotta have some escalator clauses in that contract, man. Like, yo, if
But in the contract, do I can make
It
sure
might
that
be, we don't know that.
we need Unk owner to negotiate that contract for whoever gets that job, man. So
let me ask y'all
we
this.
putting the plug together
might,
for the people.
It might be extra clauses for commercials and shit.
Yeah, it gotta be, man. Because that's just unfair, man.
So hold on. Let me ask y'all this, because I just thought of this listening to y'all. Do you think that Unk should partner with maybe Baby Back Ribs or Arby's or Texas Barbecue? You think he should partner with them in some type of way? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know, do some type of business where he, I don't know, get some money that's reciprocated or residual or something like that. You know what I mean? Do you think he should, or stay independent? Like, what do y'all think the best thing for Tenderism is? Like, far as, you know what I mean? What he should do. I'm just stirring the pot. Like, obviously we don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just stirring the pot because, like I say, I don't want to see him in a bad contract. You know, I just want to see him to get around good people and, you know, see what his business model could do on its own before. Kind of like what we were saying about the Seahawks at selling high. You know what I mean? If he was to do business, wait till he win the championship, whatever that is in business. You know what I'm saying? So he can know what he's worth when he is negotiating. You know what I mean? I don't think he knows his full worth, and he won't know until he marketed it the right way. But I think this summer is going to be big for his rollout. Man, shout out to him. Or,
I mean, the restaurant business is tough, so it's probably one of the toughest businesses out there to constantly make a profit and succeed in. So whatever is best for him, if a situation is put in front of him that he can do the right thing for him and his family going forward with another company, then maybe he should take that. If it's better for him to stick it out on his own and try to succeed that way, then who knows? Like, but yo, you ask anybody that has ran a restaurant, opened a restaurant, anything like that, man, it's one of the toughest businesses to turn a profit in, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see. We'll follow that the same way we follow everything else. You know what I'm saying? I'll follow this, especially over the summer. I really want to see what's going to happen this summer.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? The elephant in the room. You know, I don't want to hold y'all. You know what I mean? This whole shit with 50 and T.I. I think this shit is. It's a lot to say. You know what I mean? I'll start to say I think it got a little messy. I think it got a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? I think this is hashtag petty, and 50 gonna take it there. You know, I heard he gonna come out with a documentary over with T.I. and what happened and all of this and that. And it's like,
y'all gonna come out with a documentary too. They both coming out with documentaries. You said we could go hit for hit, bar for bar, dot for dot, whatever you want to do. But that shit is stupid. And I said that from before when we was talking about Fab. Oh yeah, what if he come out with an episode about? It's stupid. The fact that now they want to come out with a doc about T.I. and his wife sexually harassing people, and then a doc about 50 abusing people over and over and over again. Like, who wants to watch this?
People gonna watch it. People gonna watch it.
I'm not people.
You're not people. I'm not people. Breeze might not be people, but there are people out there that's gonna watch it, and all this is gonna do is make them more money. Like, yo, to me, outside of a few instances when it comes to like hip hop beef, so to speak, most of this shit is like wrestling, man. It's scripted and it's made to push product, man. And that's all that's basically about to happen, man. Is they about to push product. It used to just be songs, and then it turned into merch. Now this shit is entertainment and documentaries and stuff. Yo, it's just another product, man.
I'm gonna be honest, seeing black men attack character like that, you know what I'm saying? And again, what's true is true. I don't know what's true. So they doing what they doing. You know what I mean? But if the intent is just to, you know, sell, it's like, how low will you go to sell? Is there integrity in business at all? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. But
it started over them trying to push a verses, and now since they didn't push the verses, They pushing other product. Like they called the Audible. That's basically what happened. They called the Audible to still make a bag. I ain't mad at it.
Shit is
I don't think the fans. I don't. When I look at the money, whatever the money this difference is between with this engine and how they trying to get it, and if that's what it is, and you know what I'm saying, them getting it with the verses. I do think they make money with the verses. I don't think you miss with the verses. It's a celebration of music, song for song. I think that's a good part of hip hop. I think that was probably like the closest thing to like dance battles. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible verses.
Like that's
terrible verses. Like I said last week, it's a terrible verses to me personally.
No,
I look up that shit. Like nothing about that shit makes me go. Yeah,
I looked it up. It's way closer than it seems, because I thought that 50 had so many more hits than T.I. It was going to be like not. They have the same amount of number one hits. The T.I. got a few more, like about 8 or 9 more top 100 entries, and 50 got maybe 2 or 3 more top 10 entries. It's way closer than I thought it was. So it's probably even better of a versus.
The styles of music is like you wearing a polka dot shirt with fucking plaid pants. That's what the style to me feels like, and that shit is just nasty work.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the part that I don't feel about it. I hear you with the hits and all of that shit, but them, like I said, give me Busta versus 50, give me T.I. versus Luda. I love both of those so much better than 50.
I don't know why you keep saying give me New York versus New York and give me Atlanta versus Atlanta when it's supposed to be New York versus Atlanta. That's going to bring 2 different markets. Like you bringing the same
styles. The styles just don't mesh.
Yeah, nah.
The styles don't mesh at all. Name me a versus where the styles was so off like that.
Pretty much all of them, probably.
Nah, I wanted to see the Locks versus.
That's one of the big things about the verses is the styles blend. Fab versus Jada, the styles blend. X versus Snoop was different, but it was the whole dog thing, and both of them are highly marketable. So it's still blended. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, nothing about 50 and T.I. blends. Nothing about 50 and T.I. blends to me, man. Like name me some other verses that y'all could remember off the top of your head. Like I bet you they mesh, they blended.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking the blend. I agree with you, actually.
Yeah,
I disagree. It didn't have to be that messy with the whole thing.
I totally disagree.
Jeezy and Gucci. It was past beef before, which made it even more intriguing. And then they styles blend, they mesh.
But my thing is, in the fan world, I want to see 50 ignore T.I. like, nah, I don't want it with you. But then I want to see Busta pull up like, I want the smoke. And then I don't think he's going to ignore Busta. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that's where the fans win. The fans don't always win when they at each other like this. Like, I don't really look at it like entertainment for real, because I just think some of that entertainment, disrespecting mothers and all of that. That mothers like
turning into detective work.
Like, is it?
If they are doing fucking documentaries about each other, since when is hip hop turned into detective work? Let's go get the fuck out of here. That shit is nasty. That shit is stupid. Let's bring police attention to people. Like, that's corny. It's all corny.
These niggas is doing, man. They don't care. They do what they doing, man.
That shit is corny with a capital cornball. But if that's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. But that should have versus.
This should have been whacked at me from the beginning, man. Like all, I don't think all of
sound clash. I don't think a sound clash has to be music that sounds similar or sound good together. It's putting this verse that. Like, it's not. It don't have to. You trying to figure out which one is better, so they don't have to sound alike to me.
All right, so I'm not saying sound alike, but necessarily have people that have similar interests, so to speak. So what I mean by that is, I guarantee you, most Fab fans are Kiss fans, and most Kiss fans are Fab fans. I guarantee you, there's there are a big number of people who like T.I. and don't fuck with 50 and vice versa. So for that to be like, to me, if you're listening to something to be impartial and then give your deliberation and review on it, then shouldn't you be impartial? Should you not be coming to the table already on one side of the fence? Because then how are you giving that music an open listen?
You just listening to the music. That's why I like battle rap, because when niggas is battling, it don't matter who you like or who you don't like. You're judging what's happening right now.
Agree.
Who's winning and who's losing right now. You could be a Murder Mook fan and come into the battle and say he just got cooked tonight. That's what happened.
Now, to my point, battle rap, all battle rappers, they have different styles. They have different deliveries, different techniques, different wordplay, everything like that. But the shit all blends and meshes. And that's why you can be impartial when you listen to it.
That's not true. Because a nigga like Bill Collector or a nigga like O Solo has a totally different style from a nigga like...
I just said all of that. I just said all of that. You can have different styles, different flows, techniques, wordplay, cadences, all of that. But it still all sounds good together.
If you say so. Like, I'm just saying.
I thought everybody that liked battle rap said battle rap sound good together.
Not really. Some people don't like certain matchups the same way you saying certain matchups don't match up. But
no, certain matchups
nigga is still gonna win or gonna lose. Like a nigga gonna win or gonna lose. Like some people wouldn't want to hear O Solo versus Murder Mook. Like, but if O Solo wins that battle, that would give him like supreme status because he beat the nigga that's supposed to be one of the legends. Like,
but people coming into that impartial, like I guarantee you, people not coming into that situation like, yo, I absolutely don't like Mook. So since I don't like Mook, I'm automatically giving O Solo the dub in this battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
nobody is doing that.
Exactly. But I guarantee you in verses, yo, bro, it's people that don't fuck with Tip. It's people that don't fuck with Fifth. Like I've heard people say, don't like this person, don't like their style, don't like their flow, don't like their music. So when going into a versus, they probably either one, not gonna watch the verses because they don't like one of the people at all, or two, automatically go, yo, it was 19-1. It was 20-0. It was a sweep.
Yeah, but you can't say that when you're watching it and you're seeing your man lose. Like when the last verses that they just had, the Hit Boy versus it was the two producers. It was Hit Boy and somebody. But I thought I went into that battle thinking Hit Boy is about to smoke this nigga. He did not. This nigga started playing all them Juicy J shits and whatever he was playing. It was killing them Beyonce shits and Drake shits that Hit Boy was playing. Like it was not close. And like I went into it thinking, oh, Hit Boy's gonna win this shit easily. It just didn't happen that way. Like I feel like you gotta when it's head to head, it don't matter who you like. You gotta look at what's happening in front of your eyes. And when you see your man up there saying, y'all want to do 5 more? Nah, let's just end it now. Like you know he lost because he's not even willing to keep going the distance. You know he lost because look at his face when he aced. There are certain things your man is looking bad right now. You can't deny it.
And you actually think a stubborn person won't die on that hill, won't go down with that ship?
Yeah, but the comments are gonna tell him you're bugging the fuck out.
And they and that person still
battle rap is. Like you could say your man winning, and then it's 35 other people saying no, he sucks. This is not good right now. Like you can't fight that. In
a situation where it is no declarative winner, where something is not awarded to someone for winning something, two people can come out feeling like they won the same battle.
But the culture will let you know you're wrong. Like after
both sides are engaging, like interacting. You get that interaction between the fans. That's what make battle rap dope too. because
I feel like the culture will let you know you're wrong. After the battle, when a nigga lose a battle, after the battle, you see the nigga on fucking Twitter trying to explain how he won and this, that, but the other nigga is not doing that because he know he won. Like, you don't have to declare a winner for the culture to crown a winner. Niggas know who won.
But that's perspective, because a lot of battle rappers complain about crowd hype and how you really got the crowd. In the spaces is to speak directly to fan. If you just talking about marketing and business, straight to your consumer. You know what I mean? Direct to consumer.
Right.
So again, just the whole marketing part of the spaces part, like, yeah, you may say this and that, but they might look at it as a business model. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me tap in with the fans. Let me explain. Because when I said,
yeah, no, I
there's
hear
no
you.
way he was fucking with that.
That's
So I
the
don't
nigga
know,
that
you know
lost.
what I mean? Like,
But every time, that's the nigga that lost.
But then you also got to realize it be other shit when it come to crowds too, yo. Let's say you in a home crowd, right? Let's say
home crowd,
you from wherever the venue is. It don't matter if you cooking that other dude or not.
No. Nigga, Hitman Holla was the biggest battle rapper in battle rap at the time. Bill Collector cooked him royally. No debating. Like,
okay, but again, like I was saying, if you in a home building and you not really killing this dude, but the crowd is all behind you, that can sway people and being like, yo, man, the crowd was going crazy. Well, yeah, it's because he grew up 10 blocks from the spot.
I hear you, but I don't be seeing it like that a lot of times. Like,
that's
a lot of
you, bro.
No,
you gotta understand there's millions and millions of people beside you.
You're not listening.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying my opinion. I'm saying I'm watching the shit. It's a nigga from Houston battling a nigga from Ohio, but the nigga from Ohio is cooking him. The crowd might start out on the nigga from Houston side, but once they hear what's happening, the nigga from Houston losing.
Can that happen every time?
Most of the time. Niggas is going.
So all I'm saying is, and I think Breeze is kind of with me on this too, there's gonna be times where just because the person is better in situations in a situation where it's non-declarative, like nobody's hand is getting raised at the end of the shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no title belt going to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no records. Yo, I've been said this, and I know y'all remember me saying this shit years ago. Why the hell is there not records in battle rapping like boxing, man, or UFC? To me, it makes perfect sense.
They changed that. The URL app, they changed that where the fans get to vote and who, you know.
And you should be able to come out there when you come out on stage. Yo, now introducing with a record of 31-7. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, to me, that shit would have made it. Yeah. That shit would have made it so much more doper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, and that's a URL can use that business model with their app because they do that now, but they didn't take it to that level where they said that part of it. And if they did, I think
niggas don't respect that shit. That's why they don't do that.
But what I'm saying is, why not authenticate the app? Why not give credit to the votes? I mean, it's saying who won based off of the app and the percentage of fans. If it's 200 people voting and 140 people voted for this dude, it looked like he won. But if you in your mind, you say like, nah, these people were wrong because I see this and that. You right for saying that. That's your perspective. But that's
why not? Right. Think about this. Why not have some type of system that is actually like champions, and instead of rocking belts like boxers or wrestlers, you got a chain.
They have a belt.
But I'm saying, like, you got a chain for the heavyweight champ.
One, they do have a belt, and KOTD does have a chain. Like, these things are happening currently.
Okay,
but what I'm saying
is it connected with the actual wins and loss system?
No, it goes by. Like, whoever wins and who loses is what the culture says. And the thing is, everybody doesn't always agree. That's part of it. Everybody don't always agree. And if And just like you saying, the crowd could be biased. Judges can be 10 times more biased than the crowd. And
Well, to
on
Bree's
top of
point, everybody's the judge.
no, because when you got the votes on the app, the problem with that is most people don't have the app. So only the people who have the app get the vote. So then that, like, and
But
then
again-
a nigga could pay all his mans to get the app so they could just go vote for him. Like,
right, but no,
this
but
is-
all right, see, this is why I'm saying this.
Let's get the app out there so more people have the app in their hands.
Right, but Jay, but think about it like this, bro. You got to realize
That's
in
why
the
niggas
business
don't value
model
the
of
app.
it. Listen, you saying that, but at the end of the day, even if you're right, they want to be right and they're going to push the envelope to be right about that because it's a business model. You want to give credit more to the people who's going to take time out, spend their money, watch the battle, probably watch it more than one time to judge the battle. And if you're really a fan of battle rap, you know, the close ones, you got to watch more than once. Like, you got to watch it like twice or maybe 3 times before you call it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to say the ones who get in the act, I feel like they watch more of the battles. They might watch it twice instead of once. And I'm saying that to say, of course, they're going to take their word over somebody who didn't got it but by the app. Word, you talking about but that don't have no credit? They looking like, well, they bought the app. And they took time out to, so why is their word more important than your word?
you
Think
don't
of matter
realize
of fact, the people who buy the app word is more important than the people who didn't buy the app. In the business model, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make those fans more important because they're investing back into the company. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying?
You can say
Why pay attention to the fans that's not buying the app? Why pay
You can say
attention to that?
Exactly.
Look,
that's
you
like
can say that.
that's
you
like
can say that. But realistically, Smack used to say you can't copy respect, and he got the
Bro.
app, tried to make money, but now every other battle rap league has copied respect because they are still on YouTube, and it's not about money when it's about the culture. The culture is the people who actually give a fuck about watching it. Culture is free. You don't have to. He tried to fucking make the money, and go ahead, make your money. But then he let mad other battle rap fucking leagues come out of nowhere, get the battles that niggas wanted to see, put them on YouTube. More people get to see them. You don't see a lot of Smack artists is like, damn, why am I trapped on the app? I'm just trapped on the app and nobody is seeing me. I'm over here in the NBA of battle rap and nobody is seeing me. But these other niggas is on YouTube building their name up. You can't fucking dictate you can't dictate the culture. The culture moves by itself.
No, that's definitely true. However, it's still got to be a way to vote to give people wins and losses to make
Right.
things definite, man.
It probably
Because
has to be
and a win and a loss. You can argue, but I did have some good moments, absolutely. But that at the end of the day, you lost. I won. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing that I'm saying. Though, is like when it's unsubjective, pretty much when it's just up in the air, you're gonna constantly have. There's not gonna be anything definitive.
And to your point, and hold on, and to your point, what's important to say is it shows win and loss, and it'll show different colors. In blue, he won 51% say he won. In red, 49% say he won. That's a classic. So even if you say, all right, he technically lost, if you go on the app and see that 51% say he won it, you still like, oh, nah, let me watch it. I might change it, make it 50-50. Or, you know what I'm saying? My vote really counts. My vote really matters because you could change the percentage and you decided whether it was a win or loss for the person that lost. You might add on to it. Like, yeah, he did win by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like battle rap, the way it's judged, it's either a body one way, somebody got edged, or it's a classic. So then that's pretty much a tie. Like, and you don't need, if you actually watch the battles, you don't need nobody to say that.
But
Like,
who the hell want to kiss their sister, man?
It's one of those things that if you know, you know. Huh?
Who the hell want to kiss their sister? That's what a tie is, man. You kiss. It's like, who want to do that, man?
Look,
Nobody.
and did you see the content where Smack came out and he was saying that ain't gonna be no pay-per-views no more because too many people is bootlegging the content. taking the content and they getting the content, basically taking money out of the pocket. Now I know in business you expect that. You do expect to take a loss, but I think he was taking too much of a big loss. And he was, saying like basically I can't stop these dudes from doing that. Anytime I do a pay-per-view, I'm losing money. They tried to go as mainstream as possible with caffeine. It didn't work. The contract didn't make sense. Murder Mook kind of took the lid right off of it and said what he said in that Tay-Rock verse. He was saying what he was saying. He was talking about the contracts, and that's one thing that I like about Murder Mook as a battle rapper is he gets to the contracts and explains and articulates that part of it and explains like, yo, I can't let them, exploit me as a talent. I'm gonna do my best to you know what I'm saying, and market myself and get the most I could get. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not saying I'm as a fan, I do want to see certain battles happen. I don't want the money to be the problem and why the battles didn't happen. But Murder Mook is not wrong for marketing himself, trying to get top dollar for what he does as a battle rapper. So
you remember when Total Slaughter happened?
I remember.
And they did the judge battles and Joe Budden was on it and all of that. That shit was one of the worst battle rap events ever because they tried to bring the mainstream shit to the fucking culture. And they tried to have judges, and they wanted Ebro to judge it. He's the nigga that knows
judges, though, man. Judges
nigga that knows music and doesn't know battle rap, doesn't know the nuance of what's going on. Like, in order to pay attention to battle rap, you have to pay attention to battle rap. You got to know the references. You got to know the people. You got to be inside. And the people who, it's one of those things. It's like an inside joke. If you're on the outside of the inside joke, I know you don't understand, but it is what it is. And the way you understand is by getting into it. And you can tell who, like niggas in the culture know who won certain battles. And if it's no winner and people is arguing over who won, that means it was a great fucking battle and the fans won. Like, and I hear what you're saying about nobody wants to tie, but that's what it's about because
that's the classic. That's where the business model win.
That's that 51-49 though that Breeze talking about. That it's still a classic, but guess what? I won that classic. I hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer and pull that game out, man. That like
you could say that.
I guess I'm just competitive, man.
Look, they say B Magic won against QP, but QP got fucking bigger and better and bigger and better battles after that. So even if B Magic won that battle, nigga, QP won the war. And a lot of people were saying that he won the battle too. So it's like who wins is your status after the battle. Like the battles you get next shows who really won. But it don't matter if the battle was great. And then that just means you got to battle again.
I mean, I hear you to that degree, but at the end of the day, I would love to see a definitive winner and loser. Just me personally.
Like when you watch fucking Calico versus fucking this nigga Loaded Lux, you don't need nobody to say, hello, Loaded Lux wins. Like,
nah, no, but nah. See, but this is what I'm saying about.
It's
this is
very
what I'm
easy
saying
to tell who got that work.
Nah, see, the thing is, first and foremost, I went into that battle with Calico Fed. I didn't think nobody could beat Math Hoffa, and I seen Calico beat Math Hoffa. I was like, yo, this dude is cooking niggas. So when he was going to verse Loaded Lux, I was a Calico fan. Now, I was an avid fan of battle rap. We all know this. Now, when I'm watching it, now, mind you, I'm like, it's a lot of hype, and I do believe in the new era having an argument like, yeah, y'all are OGs, but trust me, we've been running shit since y'all been gone. Because in that time where I was watching battle rap and Murder Mook and Loaded Lux wasn't there, more than keeping battle rap afloat, it was growing. It was a constantly and consistently growing, and Smack was having events. He was having more and more events. And I'm just saying he was leading the charge. Like, yeah, there was KOTD and different ones like that, and they were significant. I'm not taking any credit away from what they did. They contributed, you know what I mean? And that part I like too. It don't always have to have such a street element. It could be funny. It could be kind of like entertaining. You could kind of pick your opponent apart. It don't always have to be murder, death, kill. So battle rap could be like that. You get that from KOTD, but the street element in Smack you cannot deny. It's the authenticism and originality part of it is what fans look for. I look for, and you know what I'm saying. But all of it, you know what I mean. And it's the style and identity.
You lost me.
What do you mean?
You lost me at originality. A lot of these niggas on Smack is just fucking copying now at this point. A nigga, the most original shit I seen was the nicest battles. You saw those? The ones where they not even dissing each other, they compliment each other. Because I feel like that's fucking harder to do than anything else, than what I'm seeing a lot of these niggas do now. Because dissing a nigga is easy if you watching every other battle of a nigga dissing somebody and you say the same thing he said but say it a different way. But these niggas is figuring out ways to compliment the next man. Like, that's creative as fuck. Like, people are pushing the culture, and people. Smack said you can't copy respect, but he went off YouTube and let niggas copy respect.
He's a businessman, bro. They was trying. Look, you gotta realize it's, and again, he was saying YouTube. That's why I said I wish I could have pulled up the content. He was saying YouTube was taking too much of a percentage. That's why he wanted to go a different route too. And when he went to caffeine, I think it was more than
fucking Cots and that and fucking what's his name? Them niggas done went YouTube and blew up. Why the fuck Smack ain't do that first? But I guess that he paying 1,000 too. He paying 1,000.
Right. It's a whole production. He's calling it a movie. Remember, he's like, yo, it's a movie. It's a movie.
Smack could have been the original streamer before streamers.
Yeah, but again, the cost of doing business is totally different. You know what I'm saying? He got a payroll where all this dude got to do is pay the light bill to keep the internet going. And the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally different.
Yeah. And that's what we were saying. Not to switch lanes, but that's what they were saying. But
wait, back to the Lux versus Calico shit, because you said a long-winded shit. You trying to tell me that Calico won that battle?
I was rooting for Calico watching that battle.
After the battle, after the battle was over, you came out that battle and said, Calico might have won this.
He was indifferent.
I definitely held Loaded Lux. I hold it against Loaded Lux that he didn't finish first round. You talking about all first round? You're supposed to finish your first round because I was rooting for Calico. So again, I had to kind of give it a Loaded, but it wasn't just that simple, bro.
He not gonna say it
right now.
That's how you know
he won the war. No. What I'm saying is he won the war. You're gonna get this work that Jay-Z acknowledge it, this and that, so on and so forth. But just listening to the boss, he told Loaded Lux, son, you have a reversible
German guard dogs. When he told that nigga that you could sense the tension thicker than German guard dogs, nigga, he cooked this nigga Calico. It don't matter if he choked or not. The shit that he said was so much better.
Now see, this is my exact point though, because Breeze is indifferent. Breeze is indifferent on this. You can't sit here and say Breeze is not a fan. Breeze is not part of the culture. No, you know what I'm saying? He's indifferent.
Look, this is what I'm saying though. Look, as much as he saying he went into the battle wanting Calico to win, he's trying the whole shit against Lux. He know Calico couldn't win because he can't say it. He know that nigga didn't win.
Bro, I don't
know. I keep asking you to say it,
bro. That's why I said I want to watch it again so I could tell you why. Listen.
No, but did he win?
He did. He won the battle. He might have edged the battle, but he didn't win the war. He might have edged the battle, but he didn't win the war, bro. He might have edged the battle, but he didn't win the war. Listen,
to my point. Hold up. Bro. Look at JDJ in the comments, man. This is what I'm saying about it's so much.
This is what, yo. This is. Thank you, JDJ. Thank you, Pete.
This is what I'm saying.
You just said that. You just yelled right in the screen.
Man. This is right. Y'all proving my point, man.
Right. This is what I'm trying to say. The fans are engaged. They're going to get into it, and this is part of the marketing part of it. But it's the truth.
Right. And they missing the ball with this shit, man. They really are. They missing it.
I hear you, but no. It is a consensus that Calico got his ass whooped in that battle.
But how could you ignore it?
You're right, bro. You can get knocked down in the back because he did choke, but it didn't even fucking matter. And that's how because his raps were so much better.
No, okay, listen. This is what I'm trying to say.
Much better. So even with
No.
him choking and repeating some of it, it's still like it was a cultural moment. This nigga Jay-Z was tweeting about the battle. When does Jay-Z tweet about battles? Like
listen,
the nigga,
listen.
And Calico was the biggest nigga in the culture at the time. He got smoked.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to say. Style clash. It's like boxing, right? Southpaw, Philly shell, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, my thing is, I asked Jay that because when I had this in-depth conversation, because it's been had many times, the whole angle of your father was a lost nigga, that angle was supposed to be the angle that beat Calico, because Calico looked like he was holding back tears. That's what everybody's saying, so I'm just keeping it real. And I'm not gonna lie, I seen him chuck it up. Now I'm saying he ain't crying. He held that shit down. But the case in point is, did Loaded Lux strike a chord? Oh, hell yeah. That was real shit. Now, I'm not going to pretend.
I'm not going to say that.
When friends say that he won because of that angle, that I could get around that shit. I can't really dodge and weave and none of that shit. That shit is what it is. That angle was tough. That's why it's hard for me to really debate it, because Calico said some fly shit, but that angle was so tough. Because battle rap never really seen that angle. Originality, you know what I'm saying? Came in and said what he said to Calico, bro. Like we said, Jay-Z tweeted that shit, bro. Like everybody was like, yo, you gonna get this work. Because he meant that shit when he said it. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even part of his rap. Right? You're gonna get this work was not even part of Loaded Lux rap. Like, and that's why they tweeted that, because they know he meant that. You feel what I'm saying? Battle rap got that real authentic energy, bro. Fans are always gonna tune in, tap into that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I got love for battle rap. I love battle rap.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, and I think we've been on this topic a little bit too long, but I just don't think that we need like definitive winners because of what you're saying. Like, it's the shit that people love. Like, if you got a definitive winner, we don't have this fucking conversation about it. Know what I mean?
You can still have this conversation.
Huh?
You can still have this conversation. You can still have conversations about stuff. Absolutely. I think
nobody's debating over who won the finals last year. You can still debate over who won the battle rap.
I don't even remember the finals last year, honestly. The NBA finals? Nah, I don't remember.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you can't debate.
They were kind of boring, weren't they?
You could debate who won champion of the year last year. If you don't feel that was champion of the year and you got a list of battles, the reason why that person shouldn't have been champion of the year and this person should have got it, or whoever got Wody, woman of the year, whatever, because there is an independent dude named Jay Black who combs through the battles, pulls out the best moments and shit and gives a belt to somebody. But it's still debatable. Because hip hop is subjective. It's not fucking points. Like, it's subjective. But speaking of earlier, y'all basketball, I guess. Did y'all hear about the Magic City Atlanta shit?
Yeah.
What do y'all think of that? Because I'm confused. Well, first of all, just say it out loud for the people who may not have seen it. The Atlanta Hawks are having a Magic City night at a basketball game where they're going to have some shirts. I think they're going to have some wing flavors. T.I. supposed to be performing. Is it good to have Magic City night at an NBA game?
Yo, Magic City is one of the most respectable businesses Atlanta has to offer. So they honoring the community, they honoring the business, they not discriminating over, whatever it is.
I don't know. Explain to me what's Magic City. I don't know.
For the wings, you know that, right?
I don't know what y'all talking about. What's Magic City? Where's this place? What's so divine about it?
It's called Magic City, but it ain't Disney World.
Nah, it's a script club. It's a script club.
Okay.
Not a strip. a
Big
script.
booty strippers.
It's a script club. That's what
Now-
it is, man.
Now, what I will say is that the NBA is supposed to be a family type of, you know what I'm saying, atmosphere out there. You're going to bring your kid, first kid. Imagine, here I am with my son bringing him to his first NBA game.
How old is your son?
He's 15. He's 15.
This is what I'm saying. You got to get, because depending on the age, it might
No,
be
I'm saying hypothetically. I brought my son to a game before already, but I'm just saying hypothetically.
I'm saying if you got a 23-year-old son,
Right.
it may not be frowned upon. It may be considered an appropriate gift.
Yeah.
So you got to
Depending on how
get context to the people.
But you don't want the fans to leave at halftime because they trying to beat traffic, trying to get to Magic City. You know
This is Adam Silver's fault. This ain't the Atlanta Hawks' fault, man. Y'all looking at this. You can't be mad at the Atlanta Hawks for, again, like I said, shouting out a reputable business in the community.
But if you go there, but then you're thinking about it like a fan. Like if you go there to be a fan of a player, a basketball player, and you're like, yeah, that's my favorite player. Then they got a whole Magic City rollout. You might have a favorite Magic City employee. And I just don't know if that's
he said a whole Magic City rollout. I'm pretty sure they're not going that far. It's not like it's the Bunny Ranch or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you making it sound like it's the shit from Vegas, the Bunny Ranch, where they march everybody out. And nah, man. You wild.
It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. This year it could just be wings. Next year they might bring some of the dancers on the dance team for the night. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Some of the dancers, they may be doing double duty. They may be dancing on the court and then
maybe that's how the idea even came about in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Doing some ballerina duties later on in the evening. Who knows?
Who do you think make more money? The cheerleaders for NBA teams or Magic City?
Oh, Magic
City employees by a lot.
Yeah, it ain't even
by a lot.
Close, man. Don't even. Like if any of them is doing both duties, that the Atlanta Hawks is the side job. Like that's the part of the hustle, man.
Oh man.
I don't know, bro. That shit is did you see Luke Cornett's tweet?
Oh yeah, he's not with it.
Yeah, Luke Cornett said it's fucked up. All of the shit that goes on in strip clubs, and the NBA is supposed to be a reputable league, and you bringing this type of atmosphere to the league is disgraceful, and all of this shit. So,
how you feel about it, Jay? Do you?
Bro, I support people getting money however they choose to get money, right? But at the same time, I don't think you should have Magic City at a basketball game. Like, not at an NBA basketball game. Like, it be kids there.
Like an Atlanta version of the Rucker.
Yeah, like, bro.
What's the Magic City?
The NBA is supposed to be a family-friendly place. Like, you go there, I be seeing, you had Dawn on your podcast, bro. I be seeing Dawn there with her nieces and nephews, little kids and shit like that. In the BK block is some little kid that be there every day. Know what I mean? Bro, Magic City? Come on.
You trying to avoid those conversations. You know, as a parent, somebody, you know what I mean? You don't want to have those. You don't want to explain that. It's not like you taking them there. You taking them to
they gonna want to go. They're gonna be like, these are some great chicken wings, Dad. Can we go to Magic City every
imagine
Sunday?
What else they got? Do they have a magician pulling rabbits out of his hat?
Magic City sounds amazing.
Right.
But they call it Magic because of the wings. They call it Magic City because of the magic wings, right?
Isn't this the NBA's fault? Like, for real, isn't this the league office's fault? Because think about it. All these promotions and stuff like that have to be ran through the league office in whatever sport it is. So how does this one just go across somebody's desk and we're okay with this?
See, and the thing is, I'm not
How
from
does that
Atlanta.
happen?
So maybe some niggas from Atlanta need to tell us how, because they say that Magic City is super duper and strip clubs are super important to the ATL culture. And like we was just talking about with battle rap about the culture, you can't let people outside the culture dictate the culture. And I get that part of it, but that shit just don't seem right for a, like, the NBA, a fucking, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right.
I feel especially, like James Harden next team.
That's all the shit that goes down in strip clubs. Not even the good legal parts of it. Like the shit that happens at strip clubs, period. Like the other shit, the underworld part of it. Really? But they already getting in bed with gambling and shit like that, and you know the underworld aspect of that as well. So, like I said, it's a slippery slope, and it looked like it's going downhill.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie, do you make that connection? I connected dots the same way now that you mentioned it. Yeah, you're supposed to separate that, especially with children. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to keep them in a safe situation. There's stories where people stayed out of the streets, stayed out of negative elements in their life because of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Basketball helps them do that.
It's funny. Bring the family out for Players Club night. The first thing you fans get to meet $1 bill.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nasty work to me. But the hoodie was dope. I seen the hoodie. The hoodie is a nice hoodie. The wings are probably fire.
The wings are fire, I heard, man.
My thing is just, if this what they doing now, then what's next?
Yo, you gotta ask Adam Silver and his people, man, because I ain't mad at the Hawks at all. You think about how much money the Hawks have made Magic City and Magic City has made the Hawks for the last 30 years. Ungodly amounts. I guarantee you some of the most money dropped in Magic City was from Hawks employees. You know what I'm saying? So
like James Harden after a Hawks game.
Right. Like, the Hawks, your team ain't even in town. James, what you doing here? Oh man, I'm just here for some wings.
How the
man Lou Williams got the name Lemon Pepper Lou? Because he snuck out the bubble. He snuck out the bubble to go to Magic City to get some wings.
Yeah, all right. He just got some wings for sure. Lemon Pepper Lou.
Man. Like, man. Shit is crazy. Y'all seen that Will Smith and Chris Rock is about to have a sit down?
Yeah. I know what I think it'd be solid. I think it'd be solid. Chris Rock could be there like this. He'd be like, yeah,
and then slap the shit.
And then say, Brooklyn right after you.
That's what I want to see. They can sit down very cordially.
Start throwing rocks. Nigga got rocks in his pocket. Sit down with you.
Right. Now we kind of all on the same page with that one right there, though. Man. When I seen that shit, I was like, "Yo, for real? He agreed."
Down.
Like, it's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Don't make it a live feed, please, and let them.
It's gonna be on. I think ABC is picking it up. Let me see. I had just read that shit of who.
Oh, ABC. That's real
ABC.
One.
Yeah, ABC is picking it up.
Man,
so
Chris Rock.
They probably gonna have somebody sitting in the middle of them being an intermediator.
Ain't no fucking way. Sit across from this guy. This guy, he took steps. It wasn't like he was right next to him. Dude got up out of his seat. All that. And he like, yo, I'm on stage. Like, I know this nigga ain't finna. Nah. And you want me to sit down with him for what? For money? It could only be money. So you basically could, know what I mean? No. Or it's a setup. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta realize, in my opinion, I think I would say it's wrong, but I'm stirring the pot because it's the Stir the Pot show. Like, bro, I just think if he do accept it, you gotta flip the script. You got to. I'm not mad at him accepting it. I'm mad at him getting through a whole interview. And don't make this shit no video. Make it a live interview and let fans send super chats. A super chat is when a fan can interact and speak to Chris Rock, and the fans are talking directly to Chris Rock. I'm gonna say the fans, but I do know if they're gonna make this right, they gotta make it a live feed, not a video. Gotta make it a live feed.
Yeah, and Chris Rock gotta slap him back. If Chris Rock do not slap him back on camera, this was a whole waste of time. And I wanted to be like in the middle of an apology. Like, yeah, I just wanted to, just it gotta come off the hip, boom. And then they can finish talking after that. You know what I mean? But other than that,
so you think so after
now,
that, you really think it's gonna be talk? I think
now
it's gonna be on scrap after that. And now we done, you know,
listen. Nah, start that pot for real. Because real talk, if you was that cool to slap me and go sit back down, just hold that. No, they really got a whole thing where niggas stand there like this. You know he gonna slap you. He like this by your face, like they got slap challenges. And I think Chris Rock should start the interview like that. Chris Rock should be the one that start the interview. Like, if you want to have this interview with me, let me slap the shit out of you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like, I want Chris Rock to tell him, like, yo, if you want to have this interview with me, let me slap you, bro. And I want to see what Will Smith say, like a gentleman. Like, you know how they used to do in the prank. I think France, they said they used to take the glove and I don't want to see none of that shit either. You know what I'm saying? I want Chris Rock to, you know what I mean? Just keep it real. Comedian. He's a comedian by nature. Like, I just don't see this going right for Will Smith. Will Smith, back out. Back out, Will Smith. Tell him you change your mind.
I feel like in order for this to go down, Will Smith do need to do that. Step up to the podium, put his hands behind his back like this, you know what I mean? And just let Chris get his back. Because he had to eat that for 2 years. Just sit with the sting. Niggas talking about it every day.
Still feel his fingertips to this day.
He just got to come to the podium and allow Chris Rock to get his lick back. You know what I mean?
Tony Rock gonna be in the background. I know if Tony Rock gotta be there. Tony Rock, that's Chris Rock, bro. He gotta have Tony Rock there. Like, yo, I don't know. Will Smith might do some more shit. Like, how I'm supposed to know he in the right space of mind? I didn't know he would do that. I was just trying to crack a joke. He might, you know what I mean? I need my brother to be there. I need Tony to be there. You know what I'm saying? I might need protection. You know. So I don't think Will Smith gonna act up with Tony there. Tony, you know what I mean? He's gonna be right there, you know what I mean? And then have Chris Rock there talking to Will Smith. And realistically, I guess ABC trying to get a fans like out. Somebody got audio in the background. I can't.
I hear that feedback like crazy. That's Jay again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's something that be going on in your spot that be giving feedback when Breeze talk. Like it happened a couple weeks ago too.
I know y'all told me, but I don't hear shit.
Yeah, it's just when Breeze talk. Now I don't hear it, but it
was a paper over the microphone then maybe, or over the speaker.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but it was when Breeze was talking. I heard this shit too, and it was a couple weeks ago too. But nah, fuck it.
No, it's part of the paper I had over the speaker.
But yeah, that shit, crazy with. I don't know. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he should come out there with a bottle of water. So that way, right before he, you know what I'm saying, walk out there, he pour the water on his hands. So that way, when he get that smack, it's that extra sting. You know what I'm saying?
I think Chris Rock should be working out. Like, you don't want to be a skinny nigga for the most part, but like, work out, bro. Work out for that interview. He gotta let the back style. He gotta let the style come out of him, man. Pause. Like, don't let that nigga think. You know what I mean? Like, what happened. You can't stop what happened. Like, but work out. Like, let that nigga know when he's sitting across from you. Let him feel like tension. Y'all talking about tension and thicker than guard dogs or whatever you say. Loaded Luck said. Yeah, let that tension be real. Don't pretend. Keep it real. You're a comedian. What you want to do? Crack jokes after the fact? No, it would be real funny if you really got to see Chris Rock not on the script. I ain't saying do this or do that. Just don't be on a script. Be you. Be who you really are, authentic. And y'all gotta start the conversation with that. What else you gonna start the conversation with? Like, yo, you was wrong for slapping me. I'll be wrong for slapping the shit out of you right now, though, right? If I fuck up this interview, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the show must go on. The awards went on. Like, I ain't just get slapped. Everybody just continue to do their show. I still had a job to do. So let me just slap the shit out of you and just continue to have this interview. Know what I'm saying? And we just gonna move forward amicably. You understand? I don't think Chris Rock gonna say that, but if he did, I wouldn't be mad at him for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, he need to.
Like, y'all just went on with the show. Everybody was calling. You got Jay-Z calling you. Everybody, you the popular guy. Mind you, you violate me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, and again, nothing for nothing. It's not like Jada Pinkett is the sweetest heart in America, you know. She wasn't doing Will Smith the right way, you know. And, I mean, I don't know, man. I want to see it though. I want to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to see it unless somebody getting slapped.
But you gotta watch. You gotta tune in.
You gotta watch to see what's gonna happen.
Even if Will Smith slap him again, I wouldn't even be mad at that. Fuck it.
Man. If that happens. Now, Chris Rock might have to take a sabbatical for a couple of years.
I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it would be that simple. And I think at the end of the day that Chris Rock regretted. Chris Rock regretted letting it happen. I think Chris Rock knows that this is the only time I can get close to Will Smith. I don't think Chris Rock been close to Will Smith since that happened. I think Chris Rock did this just to get close to Will Smith. He gonna fuck Will Smith up. He gonna be like, all right, yeah, nah, I feel you. Yada yada, whoop-de-whoop. Whoop-de-doo. You want to have an interview with me? Whoop-de-doo. But guess what? This whole time, times like this, I rhyme like this so I could shine like this. And like, I don't think it's gonna go the way Will Smith wanted to go. I think Chris Rock setting him up. I think he like, yo, yeah, set that shit up. Yeah, it's hard for me to get next to him. And if he did get next to him, it would have been on the news. It would have been on the news. Everybody would have seen it. They would have been together, shaking hands, whatever. You know how the fans are. Paparazzi, somebody would have seen it. They ain't been in no space.
That's what I'm saying. Will Smith might stand on business and slap him again. Like I just want
to be sitting at the table like this.
Yo, I'm telling you, if that happened,
I meant to slap you this way.
yo, if he backhand him, if he give him the pimp smack, oh man, yo, I'm telling you, Chris Rock just need to take the L. Yo, you good on bread. Just sit back for 3 or 4 years. Don't let nobody hear from you. Then come out with a comedy special or a movie or something, and then because it won't look good at all if he comes right back out with anything, because that's all people going to say. Mm-hmm. You imagine him going to a comedy club trying to do a stand-up. Yo, you let him smack you again? Somebody in the audience gonna say that shit, man. Like, ain't nobody gonna.
But what I'm saying is, to be honest with you, I don't feel like that. I feel like he did take it serious. He's somewhere getting ready, getting right, learning how to duck, learning how to.
He taking steroids and HGH, ready for a war.
Nah, I think he learning how to.
Act like y'all ain't never see Everybody Hates Chris, and that's what happens to him in every episode. Know what I mean? Like, he don't never get the best of them situations. Know what I mean? It always ends with him getting slapped, and then they go, Everybody Hates Chris.
Will Smith is trying to, his guard is down. I think he's just doing whatever they trying to say so he can get into the next movie. Chris Rock, on the other hand, he looking at it like, this is probably the last time I could get next to Will Smith. There won't ever be a time where I could get next to him. Yeah, set that interview up. Tony, I can imagine Tony calling him, you better fuck that nigga up. As soon as you sit next to him, pretend like you fitting to talk to him.
That shit next.
Huh?
That ass about to talk about this shit next.
All right, we can get to it.
We talking about pimp smacks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, there's a coach at Cal State. He he got arrested. He a pimp, yo. He a street dude, like for real. It was wild.
Oh, that shit!
Let
Wow.
me pull it up. I got the story right here.
Hold on, JDJ, a moderator. He said Kevin Mays, a former assistant basketball coach, and player at Cal State Bakersfield, has been charged with pimping, human trafficking, and several other felonies.
Mm-hmm.
And he said coaching ain't easy either. Sheesh.
Yo, it's crazy too because like they saying the whole athletic department is like in disarray because of the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like not only this shit, but some other shit that happened as far back as like August 29th of last year. So it's crazy, man. But he hit it up right to the point where all of the shit that's going on it's wild, man. It's wild. 11. The dude got 11 different criminal charges going on right now, including a pimping felony. 11 charges they hit him with.
He got all of that with spare time to pimp. You got to coach over 10 players. You got to be a coach is around the clock. Taking calls when you don't want to, being there for the family, real talk. You really involved, you heavily involved. You're doing all of this. You're buying sneakers. You're going on the road, playing at home, being at practice, after practice, making sure all of the players is on schedule, calling, seeing about the bus, making sure the schedules is right, getting the food, catering, all of this stuff that you got to do. And on your side, y'all, you pimping?
This nigga's Batman.
What can I say, bro? Like, what is there to say, bro? Like, but why? Like, I would think that your salary is, say, you making paper, but
I was just about to say, at Cal State Fullerton as an assistant coach, you might not be making a ton of bread. So, like we was talking about the Magic City dancers and the Atlanta Hawk dancers, coaching might be the side job and pimping might be the real job, man. Never know. He got an off season in basketball. Ain't no off season in pimping.
Listen.
I ain't never heard nobody in that line of work off season. Ain't no preseason, training camp, playoffs, none of that stuff. It's a year round
training camp
with them, man.
Damn.
Training camp is definitely a thing.
Damn.
It's the oldest profession in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, when I read that earlier, because I just saw that today, I was like, whoa, man, there's a spicy tamale pepper to put in the pot right there, man.
Shit. Speaking of people getting pimp slapped, this nigga J. Cole got pimp slapped by Sci-Hi the Prince and still ain't respond yet. God damn.
What happened?
This nigga dropped one of the most scathing diss records I've heard in a long time. And the crazy part is, it's not even scathing. It's not even fucking like T. Like, because we didn't even really talk about T.I. Son record, but that shit was hot. It was a nice display of rapping. But, you know, it was mudslinging in it, talking about you beating your wife and calling him a firebug and you burned down your ex-wife house and this, that, and the third. On Sci-Hi joint, he was just strictly rapping better than a nigga and telling him, I rap better than you and I don't like that shit you said 3 years ago. And you said it and I'm responding to it right now. And just hot bars. Nigga said, I get stabbed in the. I'm so used to getting stabbed in the back. It feel like acupuncture.
Oh, wow. There's a bar. It's a bar right there.
Yeah.
That nigga said I done put more hot fire on wax than Kwanzaa. And not to go over your yarmulke, but Hanukkah the only thing that my bar is mitzvah. Like he was just rapping, high level rapping. Just I'm better than you at this.
Why was he angry at J. Cole? What did he say exactly? What did he say about Sci-Hi the Prince?
J. Cole on False Prophets, when he was dissing Kanye, he told Kanye that you just got a bunch of writers and yes men around you that be dick riding you. And Saha was one of the writers that was supposed to be the yes men that's dick riding. So he didn't like that shit he said 3 years ago. So he had something to say about it today. And I'm not mad at that. And at the end of it, he said it's just rap. So J. Cole should have nothing to be scared or lose sleep over, like, because with the J. Cole shit before, he backed out of the battle because he said my two friends are beefing and it's about to get serious and I don't want no parts of being in the middle of that. This one is just bars and just a nigga coming at you that's not your friend. So it should be nothing to back out a battle over. But
we'll see. To be continued.
But yeah, that
I ain't you know what I'm saying? I haven't felt the same way pause about Jermaine since that whole back out happened. So we'll see.
He still could rap, bro. Like
he can. I'm not saying he can't. However, I just don't. He's not the same rapper to me personally.
His bars don't hit with the same after that.
He's just not the same rapper to me. But yeah, man.
I think J. Cole felt like he was on the wrong side in the first place. And I always tell y'all this over and over. They already know J. Cole and his soul, I feel like, know that he was supposed to do that mixtape with Kendrick Lamar. It was supposed to be called Black Friday. They had 2 songs that came out where they was rapping on each other beat. They flirted with it, and they never got to it. They was really supposed to give the fans a mixtape with J. Cole. Don't act like you can't do it. The Greats did it. Method Man did it with Redman. There was collabos with even like Jadakiss and Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? There was, you know, whatever the reason was why we didn't get that mixtape with them. To me, as a terrible as a fan, is terrible. We lost out. All I wanted to do, all I would do, all my mixtape, even now on my playlist, I got Black Friday. All I ever wanted was them to come out with a mixtape together, and y'all blew it. You tried to rock with Drake, and no.
Well, I say this because I saw Michael Eric Dyson recently came out like 2-3 days ago or last week and said the same exact shit I said while Not Like Us was out. And I don't fuck with it because I hated Kendrick Lamar's angle on that shit of trying to de-blackify Drake, saying he's not black, he's not like us, this and all of that. I did not like that angle from the Black Power man. This nigga made his whole fucking career being, I'm Black Power, pro-black, da-da-da-da-da. And then you trying to de-blackify a man for being light-skinned. I don't think that angle should have came from him. And Michael Eric Dyson, who is one of the blackest scholars, that's a light-skinned dude, came out and talking about that the other day. He did say Jay-Z vehemently disagreed with him because he the one who wrote Jay-Z book or wrote the preamble on his book or some shit like that. But as an educated black man and from a dude that's supposed to be the Black Power guy in in rap, I just didn't like that angle. I thought that angle was a weak angle trying to de-blackify a man just because he's lighter than you.
See, I don't think me personally, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think he tried to de-blackify him over him being light-skinned or anything like that. I think he more or less was presenting the angle of de-blackifying him, saying, look at certain things that he does or says. He kind of de-blackifies himself and also overall may not be what he appears to be. That's what I think the angle of that song was more.
It seemed like
I don't think it had anything to do with light skin or brown skin or dark skin or anything like that. Me personally.
Meet the Gram had a lot to do with his white mother and this and that. Like he was making, and I can't remember because who gives a fuck about that shit? That shit was years ago. But it's like he definitely was making points that he's not as black as I am. Like black people rock with me because I'm black. He not really black like that. He was definitely throwing those, and I just
I think
I just like that angle.
Culturally, that I took from it, you copying us. You try to ride our wave.
Right.
And Kendrick is big on originality. Say what you want about Kendrick, he big on originality. And I'm saying that to say that's his angle more than the whole white black thing. Like, you riding our wave. You ain't really putting Canada on, like, for real. Like, you did what you did after the fact, but realistically, you needed us, and you acting like you didn't need us. And I think that's where the us came from, where he separated. I just thought in the battle rap from battle rap, that was a dope angle to take. Like, you from Canada, like, you riding our wave. You here with the biggest artist from Atlanta. You here with you understand what I'm saying? We see what you're doing. We know you know what I mean? Part of what they're trying to push, but you don't got no real truth in the matter. Your context in your art form really not addressing real issues that we got to go through as a people. And I think that was his aim.
Don't get it twisted, buddy. We still watching the Nets.
Yeah, I see that. I see the score too. I see they took out Nolan Traore. They don't want us to be competitive. They intentionally do that. He had 9 tonight. That's my favorite player. I know you don't know that yet, Pete, but that's my favorite player now, man. Nolan Traore. You know what I mean? I know y'all was saying what I was saying about Cam Thomas and this and that. Yes, rightfully so. But now that he's not on the Brooklyn Nets anymore, Nolan Traore, man, he had 9 tonight. He only had 25 minutes. I know that was intentional. But I wanted to say that to extent I didn't want to. I seen this in the Stir the Pot group chat. I wanted to talk about this before we leave because we only got a few more minutes. Michael B. Jordan and I think Lindo Roy. They was on stage. Now I'm saying
Delroy Lindo, man. Come on, man. Get somebody's name right for once, man. Come on. Man.
I wanted to let him say his name like that. With
this dude is an accomplished actor for like 30, 40 years, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Nah, Delroy Lindo.
Put him right there with Caleb Wilson, Colin. Colin Kaepernick, anybody else over the years, man. Get a name right, bro.
Yeah, nah, part. But shout out to Delroy Lindo. He was on stage and they held it like gentlemen, you know what I mean? Not to say it like that, but they heard somebody call him the N-word before, you know what I'm saying? It
was a dude with Tourette's, they said.
It was a dude with Tourette's. He came out and he said, it's unfortunate that it happened, but it's because I got Tourette's, not because, this. He gave a half-ass apology and basically didn't apologize to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo intentionally in his apology that he tweeted or put it in the post. And I'm saying that to say, I mean, you could have apologized, but you didn't. And I feel like because he didn't apologize, I feel like as much as we want to say that it was so much of it's the perfect cover up. Like, who's gonna know? Like, nobody's gonna attack you after this, but we can have our opinion. Say, I don't believe that shit. I think you meant to say that, dog. And if he didn't, I'm wrong. But come on, man. I only want black people on the stage because I heard he shouted some other shit too. But I'm just saying that Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, they held it down and they, you know what I'm saying? Carried on the business. And I think it was supposed to be a distraction because they know that Sinners movie was, I'm going to say it, a 10 out of 10. And they don't want to talk about why it was so good, how they broke down and articulated how the culture, not to say fans like Drake, but different cultures see our culture, try to absorb it, make it theirs, try to give credit to their people instead of ours, and instead of them trying to acknowledge the reason why this movie won the award, they try to make this situation bigger than that. But no, you're gonna get this work. In the words of Loaded Lux, Sinners was a 10 out of 10 movie, and it showed and it articulated what they've been doing for years, trying to make our music theirs. And no, same shit with K-pop. Some Asian content creator came out and said, yo, we get this from African American music. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it real. Like, bro, they know what's up. So yeah, nice try. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't apologize for me to say that your apology is accepted. You apologize to yourself. You basically said, I got Tourette's and I apologize for that and be gentle with me, but you know.
But do you know how Tourette's works? I'm not 100% on how Tourette's works, but
so they don't have an interlocutive, essentially. So we have interlocutives on what we can think shit, but not say it. They struggle mightily with that interlocutive. So he may have thought
intrusive thoughts
to say, that, but nothing stopped it or controls it.
But why they always yell obscenities? Like usually when I'm watching, when I see it, it's not like they're just yelling out stuff.
Right.
It's like I don't think people yell Twitty twister, suck about like why is it just that stuff? Like if it's stuff that they know they're not supposed to say, can they control it?
No, I don't know. That's the part that I don't know. I know like the surface of it is that's what it is. And also, not only is it that, but they also have very, very extreme forms of OCD where they have to do things multiple times before it's considered done. Like stuff with like locking the door. Perfect example, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Great player back in the day. He had Tourette's. And he credited some of that to him being a great shooter because he would have to shoot so much more than people who didn't have Tourette's. He would have to tie his shoe. I had seen something on SportsCenter like way back in the days when he was playing. He would tie his shoes like 20, 30 times just before going on the court because he had to make sure they were tied right. So it's a couple of things with Tourette's.
Yeah, I get it.
If you only can say things that you know you're not supposed to say, like if he knows the word and it's in his vocabulary, he may not be able to stop himself from saying it. Does that make him racist because he knows the word? It's a lot of people that know the word, and if he has no filter that can't stop himself from saying it, I don't know if that necessarily.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, before that night, he said the N-word before voluntarily. Second off, and that's the opinion.
But see, you say he said it voluntarily. You don't necessarily know that. But I'm saying this before then, and the reason that I'm saying that is because there's a possibility, to Jay's point, that the only time that
you call the niggas Linder Delroy, you don't do that voluntarily, fuck up everybody's names. You do it by accident, but you saying it over and over and over again.
I could be wrong, but I don't believe it.
No, I'm just saying in this situation, I don't know what it is, and maybe next week we can find out what it is that they have. There's obviously some type of chemical imbalance somewhere. So maybe we need to educate ourselves more on that before we can take a final stance on this.
I'm not taking a final stance on that. I'm saying it only happened when an African American was. You didn't have any other outbursts anytime anybody else was there.
What you're saying,
I'm not saying y'all not right. I'm saying I could be wrong, but I don't believe it. That's
what I'm saying is also though it could have been a tall person to come out there, and he could have been like tall fucking bastard. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like,
we didn't know that. We don't. These are things.
But this is what I'm saying. We need to educate ourselves more on the situation itself before I think it's fair to lean one way or the other extreme.
Okay,
that's just all I'm saying.
Yeah, and you can feel how you want to feel. I'm not mad at you for feeling how you feel. I'm just saying I don't know how this works.
Right.
Because if you know you're not supposed to say the word nigga, but you see black people and you know like the brain is telling you to do a certain thing, I don't know how these people's brain works. So I don't know. I can't make any sort of judgment on it.
I'm not making no judgment.
I don't never really.
Breeze, you just made a judgment. You said I know You said I know for sure before he said
I
it
didn't say it's
before.
for sure. I said in my opinion.
Voluntary way.
Opinion and for sure is two different things. I said in my opinion.
Like I said, next week we're gonna revisit this, man.
We can revisit it. We can learn more about it.
But
we
let's
we done stirred the pot with all of these different. I hope y'all are not hungry. You know what I'm saying? We've been serving all night. But yeah, man, we're gonna be back with more content next